This is your confirmation, not by accident, not by chance. You are seeing this because something you prayed for has been heard. Right now, you may be wondering, is God really listening? Does my prayer even matter? And Jesus is saying, my child, every word you spoke, I heard, every tear you cried, I saw, every silent prayer reached me. Even the prayers you couldn't put into words, the ones you felt deep in your heart, I understood them all. You may not have seen answers yet, you may not have felt change yet, but that does not mean nothing is happening, because behind the scenes, things are already moving. Jesus says, my child, I am working on what you asked for. Even when you don't see it, I am preparing it. Sometimes the answer is delayed, not because it's denied, but because it's being prepared in a better way, in a bigger way, in a way that will surprise you. You asked for something, but what is coming is more than what you imagined. Jesus is saying, my child, trust my timing. I know when you are ready, and I know when the blessing is ready for you. Right now, you are in the waiting phase, but this waiting is not empty, it is full of preparation. Your strength is growing, your patience is building, your faith is being tested and strengthened, because what is coming requires a stronger version of you, and that is who you are becoming right now. Jesus says, my child, do not lose faith now, you are closer than you think. If you believe God has heard your prayers and your answer is on the way, type Amen and trust His perfect timing. Now, look closely at what's happening around you. Something is shifting. It may be small, it may be quiet, but it is real. Jesus is saying, my child, the answer you've been waiting for is already on its way. I am sending you signs, do not ignore them. These signs may not look like big miracles at first, they can appear as a sudden feeling of peace without reason, a new idea that gives you hope again, a person entering your life at the right moment. These are not random, these are confirmations. You may also notice something else. Things that once disturbed you don't affect you the same way anymore. Situations that once confused you are becoming clear. This is because your spirit is aligning. Jesus says, my child, before I release the blessing, I prepare your heart. Before I change your situation, I strengthen your mind. This is that moment. The preparation stage is ending, the answer stage is beginning. But here's what matters most, you must stay aware, because sometimes, the answer doesn't come the way you expected, it comes differently, better, stronger. Jesus is saying, my child, do not limit me to your expectations, trust what I am doing, even if it looks unfamiliar. The signs are getting clearer now, you are feeling it, you are sensing it, something is about to happen, and this time, it will not pass you by, if you feel the signs that your prayer is being answered. Type Amen and stay open to receive what God is sending. Now, this is the moment where everything starts to become real. The signs you've been noticing are no longer just feelings, they are turning into reality. Jesus is saying, my child, what you have been waiting for is now beginning to appear. The answer is no longer hidden, it is unfolding in your life. At first, it may come quietly, not as a big dramatic moment, but as something simple, a small opportunity, a new direction, a sudden change in your situation. But do not underestimate it, because this is the beginning of your answered prayer. You may start to notice a solution appearing where there was confusion, movement in an area that was stuck for a long time. A clear path forming in front of you. This is not coincidence. This is the answer you asked for, taking shape. Jesus says, my child, receive it with faith. Even if it looks small, it carries great purpose. This is where many people make a mistake. They expect something big, and ignore the small beginning. But the truth is, every great blessing starts small. Jesus is saying, my child, do not overlook what I am giving you now. This is the door you prayed for. You may feel a mix of emotions, relief, hope, even a little disbelief. because after so much waiting, it's finally happening. But stay steady, stay focused, because this is just the start. The small answer you see now is leading to something much bigger. If you feel your answer beginning to appear in your life, type Amen and receive it with faith and gratitude. Now, everything begins to grow. What started as a small answer is now expanding into something powerful. That one opportunity is opening more doors. That one change is creating bigger movement in your life. Jesus is saying, my child, this is how I work. What I begin small, I grow into something great. You may start to notice progress happening faster than before, situations improving step by step, doors opening one after another. This is no longer just an answer, this is a breakthrough. The thing you waited for is now changing your life in real ways. Jesus says, my child, stay faithful in this moment. Do not let fear or doubt return. You are walking inside your answered prayer. At this stage, momentum begins. Things are no longer slow, they are moving, you are moving, and the more you move forward, the more everything aligns. But remember, growth can feel uncomfortable, because your life is expanding, your mindset is changing, your environment is shifting. Jesus is saying, my child, do not resist this change. This is the breakthrough you asked for. You may feel overwhelmed at times, not because something is wrong, but because everything is finally happening. So stay grounded, stay focused, stay connected to your faith, because this moment is building the life you prayed for. If you feel your answer turning into a breakthrough and your life changing, type Amen and continue walking forward with faith. Now, this is where everything expands beyond what you imagined. The breakthrough you are experiencing is not meant to stay small, it begins to multiply. What started as one answered prayer now touches every area of your life. Jesus is saying, my child, I do not stop at one blessing. When the time is right, I overflow your life with abundance. You will begin to notice success growing in ways you didn't expect, opportunities increasing around you, positive changes happening in multiple areas at once. This is not luck, this is overflow. The doors that opened are now leading to even bigger doors. The progress you made is now creating powerful results. Jesus says, my child, stay aligned with me. The more you trust, the more I will multiply what I have given you. At this stage, your life begins to feel different, lighter, stronger, more peaceful. You are no longer just hoping, you are experiencing, and that changes everything. Your mindset shifts, you stop thinking in limits, you start seeing possibilities. Your energy shifts, you feel more confident, more calm, more certain, and people around you begin to notice it too, because when God moves in your life, it becomes visible. Jesus is saying, my child, I am blessing you not just for yourself, but so you can become a blessing to others. This is where purpose connects with abundance. You grow, and you help others grow, you rise, and you lift others with you. If you feel your breakthrough multiplying into abundance and your life expanding, type Amen and continue walking in faith and gratitude. Now, everything begins to settle into place. The breakthrough you experienced, the abundance that followed, it is no longer overwhelming, it becomes your new normal. Jesus is saying, my child, this is the life I prepared for you, not a temporary blessing, but a stable and peaceful life. You will begin to notice success that continues, not just comes and goes, peace that stays, even during challenges, confidence that feels natural, not forced. This is no longer a moment, this is a lifestyle. Everything in your life starts to feel aligned, your decisions feel clearer, your direction feels stronger, your heart feels calmer. Jesus says, my child, you are no longer searching. You are living in the answer you once prayed for. Even when challenges appear now, they do not shake you, because you understand something you didn't before. God's plan does not fail, and what is meant for you cannot be taken away. This is your power stage. you trust deeply, you move confidently, you live peacefully, your life becomes a reflection of faith in action. Jesus is saying, my child, protect this peace, stay humble, stay grateful, and stay close to me. Because stability is not the end, it is the foundation for your purpose, and your purpose is about to shine even brighter. If you feel your life becoming stable, peaceful, and aligned, type Amen and continue walking in divine strength.